Breakfast with KXVU.
Trickstar Radio.
Just gone 16 minutes past 8 here, Trickstar Radio. We are live inside the building. How are we doing this morning? Squarewave and Sukh Knight are both in the building. How are we doing, guys? We good?
Good morning, everyone.
Good, man. Good.
Good. Thank you for making the trip down. I know it is a little bit of a trek in the morning. How far did you come from?
So we come from Romford, Essex.
Wow, it's a bit of a drive then.
Yeah, it's about 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
What time are you up?
I was up at 5.
Oh, wow. I tell you what, I clocked a. I looked at my phone when I woke up. The first thing I saw was the Instagram repost at like 5:15 in the morning. I was like, they're definitely on their way. That's going to be a good one. So let's talk New World Audio then. Obviously, it's a label we've been seeing quite a lot of recently. It's been popping up in quite a lot of places. Obviously, I'm seeing a lot of stuff pop up through Juno and everything along those lines. Obviously, we've been working quite closely via 3000 on a lot of bits as well. Give me a kind of like brief history of the label. Like, how did it first come together?
So it started around 2010 with the first release in March 2011. Around that time and a few years before that, Sukh was DJing a lot all around the country, around Europe. He was playing tracks by our friend Shandy, some by me, and the people were asking like, what is this music you're playing, who made it? And I just felt like it didn't really fit on any of the current labels that were out there, so I decided to just start our own and put it out ourselves. So the first 4 or 5 releases was just sort of us three putting out our own music, and then from there we've kind of built it and then brought in newer artists.
Yeah, I've noticed over the last sort of year especially there seems to be a bit more of a kind of influx of new people coming in. I saw the Uselink release quite recently. Really, really cool. And there's a lot more. It tends to be quite kind of worldwide as well. A lot of the sound seems to come from producers from literally around the world, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really made a conscious effort to sort of sign people from other places. It's just happened that way that someone's sent music, like you said, Uselinks from Poland. I went to Russia a few years back to DJ and I met loads of cool producers out there. They started sending me music, so they got a few releases. I think it's just because of the internet now, the sound spreading, and we're getting more like releases sent out.
Definitely, man. And even with that as well, it still seems to be a very kind of organic growth. Like every release seems to really make sense. Like you never see anything on there that's almost like, what? Why is that there? Like, what I mean? Every release seems to make sense, and there's obviously a story behind the kind of growth of the releases as we go. Like, what would you say kind of like the bigger releases over the years have been?
So sort of last year we had the In Russia EP, which was 3 producers from Moscow, St. Petersburg and Krasnodar. That one did really well. People loved all of that. Mr. K we had last year. We've had a Sukh Knight single in the past, Hustlers, Interstellar. That one done really well. Which was
huge. That popped up when I was doing the Instagram promo. You can put music on Instagram stories and stuff. That was the first one that popped up when I put Sukh Knight in, which is quite cool. So yeah, it's been running for quite a while now. And there's obviously a transition from sort of digital to vinyl, which has taken place during this time. You were originally releasing vinyl, weren't you?
Yeah, we started off vinyl. I think we put out 5, maybe 6 records. But then the process of manufacturing a vinyl can take up to a year sometimes. So that was just kind of causing a delay. And we make lots of music.
Yeah.
So we decided to just put some out digital, just to speed up the process. And then also kind of, moving with the times, a lot of newer DJs are using sort of digital platforms, controllers. So.
I feel it is definitely at a point now where, when the label was first popping, it did seem to be that almost vinyl was the sort of go-to standard, whereas now it is digital is the sort of the industry standard thing to use.
Yeah, like we mentioned earlier with the decline of record shops. I've kind of got a love-hate relationship with vinyl.
I think most people do.
Yeah.
Waking up Brighton.
Breakfast with KXVU.